start. It has not come on record that there is any other such relative in the household of the father who can provide the guidance which the child will need at this stage in her life. The senior counsel for the father, though contending on the basis of the order in the domestic violence case and other facts that the mother is of a volatile temper and emotional and the father is better suited to look after the child, has not seriously pressed for complete interim custody. He has, however, definitely pressed for free visitation and interaction with the child. Similarly, the contention of the counsel for the mother to deprive the child of all interaction with the father has also not been accepted by the guardianship judge and does not find favor with me either. The arguments of the child not wanting to meet the father and the father instigating the child against the mother and of taunting the child remain vague and are not found to have been borne out from the report of the local commissioner appointed by this court. Even otherwise, the certain initial reluctance of the child in meeting the father, as reported by the local commissioner, is found to be understandable. The possibility of the mother being instrumental in the same cannot be ruled out. However, on each of the three visits in the presence of the court commissioner, it is reported that the child, by the passage of time, became more and more relaxed and was found to be having a normal relationship as expected of any child of her age with the father. The report of the local commissioner of the child in one of the visits not interacting at all with the father also does not show any reluctance of the child to meet the father. Children of that age, depending upon their mood, even in normal households, refuse to laugh or act in a particular fashion merely at the dictates of the parents. That leaves the question of the visitation rights. This court deprecates the practice of allowing such meetings in the presence of duty magistrates. The same should be avoided as far as possible. There is no reason whatsoever in the order impugned for a direction for such meetings in the presence of the duty magistrate. Similarly, there is no basis whatsoever for not allowing the father to take the child anywhere else and or to disallow the meetings of the child with any members of the family of the father. Thus, that part of the order is set aside. Stop.